Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the wildest twists, betrayals, and cliffhangers from days of our lives. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking developments yet. EJ DiMera gets shot, and Kristen might be the reason he never remembers who pulled the trigger. This isn't just family drama, it's survival, betrayal, and the darkest corners of loyalty. Let's break down the latest spoilers, analyze the chaos, and figure out whether Kristen is about to destroy her brother's life to save her mother's. Spoilers confirm that EJ DiMera will be shot, and rumors say it won't be a clean situation. This isn't just a random act of violence. It's tied directly to the tangled web of the DiMera family's darkest secrets. The most intriguing detail? EJ might not remember who shot him. Now, let's take a closer look. EJ has been on edge for weeks. His involvement in the kidnapping of Ava Vitali and Rafe Hernandez, along with Kristen, has put him in a vulnerable position. Even worse, Rachel Blake, Kristen's daughter, knows the truth. And if there's one wildcard in Salem, it's Rachel. She doesn't hold back, and you never know what she'll say, or when she'll say it. EJ sees the threat clearly. Rachel knows too much, and he fears that one slip from her could bring it all crashing down. So, what's EJ's plan? Allegedly, he's exploring ways to erase Rachel's memory or discredit her completely, a drastic move that Kristen can't allow. And that's when everything unravels. Kristen is at a breaking point. Her daughter Rachel is in the crosshairs of CPS, who've made it crystal clear, one more misstep, and they'll take Rachel away. Brady Black can't handle this. He's overwhelmed, and Kristen knows she's close to losing her child for good. Then there's her mother. Kristen's mother, unstable, impulsive, and emotionally fragile, could be facing criminal charges if her involvement in the shooting is exposed. Kristen has begged her mother to back off, to stop escalating the situation, but Rachel's namesake refuses to listen. She believes she's doing the right thing, and that conviction could land her in prison, or worse. Kristen can't let that happen. She already thought she lost her mother once. Years believing she was dead. Now that she's back, Kristen will do anything to keep her, even if it means sacrificing EJ. This is where everything shifts, from betrayal to survival, from loyalty to outright sabotage. Kristen DiMera has always lived by her own code: family comes first, no matter the cost. But now, that belief is being put to the ultimate test. With EJ DiMera lying wounded, possibly dying, Kristen is faced with a choice that could define her, and destroy her family forever. EJ isn't just her brother. He's her co-conspirator, her occasional ally, someone who understands what it means to survive as a DiMera. But Kristen knows something else: EJ won't protect her mother. If it means saving himself, he'll turn on her without hesitation. He's too smart, too ruthless, too self-serving, and in this moment, he's a threat, to her mother, to her daughter, to everything Kristen has fought to hold on to. So what does Kristen do? She takes away EJ's ability to talk. Not by force, but by erasing his memory. Spoilers suggest Kristen drugs EJ, either in the immediate aftermath of the shooting or while he's unconscious in the hospital. The goal isn't to harm him further, at least not intentionally. The goal is control. If EJ can't remember who pulled the trigger, he can't testify, can't expose her mother, can't set off a chain of events that would destroy their lives. It's cold, calculated, and devastating. Imagine it: her brother, bleeding out, helpless, and Kristen, instead of calling for help, injects him with a drug that clouds his memory, ensuring that even if he lives, the truth dies. It's a move only Kristen would make, driven by fear, maternal instinct, and a twisted form of love. She's not trying to kill EJ. But she's willing to risk everything to protect her mother, even if it means sacrificing EJ's mind, his safety, even his life. And the most chilling question remains: did Kristen even call for help at all? Kristen arrives at the scene. EJ is barely conscious, bleeding out, eyes clouded, struggling to speak. Time is slipping away. Minutes, maybe seconds, to make a decision. Kristen is frozen between two brutal options: call for help immediately, get EJ to a hospital, save his life, but risk everything. Because as soon as EJ can talk, her mother could be exposed, arrested, and imprisoned for the shooting. CPS would get involved. Rachel could be taken. It would all unravel. Delay the call. Drug EJ. Control the situation. Cloud his memory, create confusion, make sure he doesn't remember who pulled the trigger, even if that delay costs him his life. This isn't just a decision about survival. It's a test of Kristen's values. Does she choose the brother who has stood by her, or the mother she believed was dead and just got back? Spoilers hint that Kristen hesitates, not out of hatred for EJ, but out of panic. Out of fear. She's been driven by survival instincts her entire life, and in this moment, survival means protecting her mother at all costs. So she waits. She drugs him, and with every second that passes, EJ's life slips closer to the edge. When help finally arrives, if it arrives at all, EJ may not remember anything. He may be trapped in a haze of confusion, unable to name his attacker, unable to seek justice. But the truth has a way of clawing its way back. Will someone else uncover what really happened? Will EJ's memories return, in flashes, in dreams, in moments of clarity? Or has Kristen succeeded in erasing the one person who could bring her mother down? And if EJ ever finds out what Kristen did, not just failing to save him, but actively sabotaging his recovery, what happens next? At the center of this unfolding chaos lies the biggest question of all. Will EJ DiMera remember who shot him, or has Kristen erased that truth for good? Kristen's interference, if the spoilers prove true, may have done more than just cloud EJ's mind. She may have shattered his ability to recall one of the most critical moments of his life. The drugs, the trauma, the delay in medical attention, they all work together, leaving EJ trapped in a fog of confusion. Fragments of reality. Disjointed memories. Nothing solid. But this is Salem, and memories have a way of resurfacing, especially when secrets are buried deep. EJ may start to experience glimpses, sudden flashes of light, the sound of a voice, the silhouette of a figure. These fragments might not make sense at first, but with the right trigger, a familiar scent, a phrase, a location, the puzzle could begin to piece itself together. And if someone close to EJ starts pushing, asking questions, presenting evidence, those gaps could close fast. It could be Brady, determined to know the truth for Rachel's sake. It could be Rafe or Ava, seeking justice. Or it could even be EJ himself, driven by the unshakable feeling that someone he trusted tried to silence him. If, or when, the memory returns, the consequences will be seismic. Kristen's world would fall apart. Her mother's secret exposed. CPS stepping in to take Rachel. Brady enraged. And EJ? He wouldn't just be furious, he'd be out for retribution. Kristen didn't just drug any man. She drugged EJ DiMera, her own brother, a man known for holding grudges and settling scores. If he remembers what she did, both the shooting and the cover-up, Kristen may lose everything she fought to protect. And it all comes down to one thing. Can EJ recover his memory, or has Kristen won by erasing it forever? Kristen DiMera is stepping into dangerous territory, even for her. Drugging her brother, delaying his rescue, tampering with the truth. These aren't just acts of desperation. They're lines most wouldn't dare cross. But Kristen? She's never played by the rules. For her, protecting the people she loves, especially her daughter and her mother, is worth any risk. Even if it costs her everything. This isn't just a storyline about family loyalty. It's about the cost of control and the price of betrayal. Kristen has chosen to gamble EJ's life, his health, and his future for one reason: to keep her world intact. But in Salem, the truth doesn't stay buried forever. When it comes out, and it will, the fallout could rip the DiMera family apart. EJ could turn on Kristen. Brady could take Rachel. CPS could intervene. And Kristen could end up alone, paying the ultimate price for protecting her mother the only way she knew how. Will Kristen's plan hold? Or is she racing against time before the truth destroys her? Don't miss what's next. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Days of Our Lives updates, breakdowns, and theories. Drop your thoughts below. Will EJ remember? Should Kristen face justice? And how far would you go to protect your family? Thanks for watching. Stay bold, stay relentless, and stay tuned for more chaos from Days of Our Lives.